It's time. It's time for another character spotlight. Now, character spotlight doesn't have to be necessarily a character from a movie. I mean, our everyday lives. We ourselves are characters. So I talked about almost the whole Avengers team. I'm trying to, it's leading up to Avengers Age of Ultron. We're focusing on these actors. I think it's time. I'm pushing Scarlett Johansson, maybe probably the last one. She has a big career, but I think I need to talk about this guy since I just recently saw Foxcatcher, and that's Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is a fantastic actor. When I heard that he got cast for the Incredible Hulk, I was a little disappointed because if you see my other video, that's the shit I don't like. Basically, I don't like, actors being switched when, for sequels, this and that. I thought Edward Norton did a great job. But Mark Ruffalo did such a fantastic job with the Hulk. He had that, scientist, but kind of losing his mind type of look to him. And he's an incredible actor. I've seen some of his films. He has a long list of films. He's been acting since 92. This guy, I think, and his life in general, boy, has this guy been through some shit, guys. He's been through some shit. A tumor, a brother that was killed. I think I got a better appreciation of Foxcatcher and basically him probably wanting to do it because it hits home. He probably took that as a personal, role because he really did shine in that film. Now let's talk about Mark Ruffalo. What I'm saying about a tumor is basically he did have a tumor. He got surgery for it. He was paralyzed with the face a little bit, but of course he recovered, continued his movie career. But the tragic thing I read up on him, his brother being shot to death, being shot in the back of the head, basically. So his brother just really, being killed that way, makes him just, makes that movie Foxcatcher, if you haven't seen it, just a lot more, impactful. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I mean. I bet you he did have a lot of things, racing through his mind. That overall, just that, you could sympathize with this guy. This guy seems like, a great guy. He has 3 kids. He's been married to the same woman. It seems like he's a great family man. It seems like I just see him in Foxcatcher. I'm like, that's probably Mark Ruffalo. Hence, he probably does wrestle. He probably does wrestle for some reason. But this guy, he seems very humble. He's a director. He wants to you could tell if he's directed a film, he wants to direct. So he's I'm good for him being an actor / director. A lot of actors want to go more branch out a little bit, but Mark Ruffalo, very good. Now when I saw the one role that in mind that I think of is 13 going on 30. Yeah, that movie's not too bad. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's if it's like a TV watch where you're not really paying attention to it, you're paying attention to something else, but it's fine as it is. But I remember him in 13 going on 30. I think that was the first time I saw him. And then I saw The Kids Are All Right. And The Kids All Right also stars Julianne Moore, I believe. That was a great film. He did really good in it. He's the sperm. He donated sperm. They track down to want to find the real father, this and that. It's a good movie. It's a good, solid movie. Good performances. He did a great job in that film. And then Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I thought he did really great. He was banging Kristen Dunst. And a little bit of twist there. So Mark Ruffalo has always been good. He's been good in things. I haven't seen Now You See Me yet. My friends keep telling me to watch it. I'll probably watch it pretty soon since the sequel's coming out. And I'm probably going to have to watch the sequel. But he's been good. He's been good in a lot of things. I think he definitely got his name out after the Avengers, and that's great. This guy's been working for a while now. He deserves to have his name out there. He's a fantastic actor. And Foxcatcher has to be one of the great performances I've seen from this. That was probably, I don't want to say might be his best. I haven't seen all his. I'm like, he has so many movies, but I really was impressed by his performance in that film. I really felt like I didn't feel like it was Mark Ruffalo. I felt like it was Channing Tatum's brother. You know, I felt like it was Dave. I don't know the Dave from the True Events, but I never pictured Ruffalo in that flick. I always just pictured, Channing Tatum's brother and the struggle between those two had. Basically the closeness they have and then the distance they have during that film. I thought he did a fantastic job. I thought he did a great job. Good chemistry with him and Channing Tatum. Actually, eerie chemistry with him and Steve Carell. I mean, that whole movie was a great performance piece, but I think he really did shine in that film. Now, let's go to the Avengers. We all want to talk about the Avengers, right? Man, Mark Ruffalo was great. I think I couldn't get it. I would love to see him in a solo flick. Everybody's been asking, when are we going to get Planet Hulk? When are we going to get a solo Hulk film? I mean, we already got two, and the last two haven't done too well box office wise. So, is that going to change? Could Mark Ruffalo make it take it to the next level, so to speak? Planet Hulk, I think, would generate a lot of definitely get the audience going to that theater. It's something new. It's something that the Hulk's not just on Earth. We see him in space. I don't think we've never seen that before. So I think it definitely would be a great. Just needs good screenwriting and all that stuff. We don't know what's going to happen with the Hulk at the end of Age of Ultron, though. He might be, some say he might meet up with Guardians of the Galaxy, this and that. Who knows? Or leading up to Planet Hulk, even though it wasn't in the lineup. Who knows? We don't know. But either way, Mark Ruffalo does fit the bill. I do like his chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. They're the scientist buds. And it looks like Mark Ruffalo does get the love interest of Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. Very interesting. I've never seen that in the comics. I don't think they ever done it in the comics. I do, just because I don't read comics, I do know what's going on in the comics world. I like to, keep up with some of that stuff. But I've never seen that type deal. Should be. It's interesting how they didn't lean towards Cap. I'm just saying. That's a side note. But Mark Ruffalo, whatever happens, I see him as a Hulk now. Please don't change him. Let's see if they do a Planet Hulk. I'm all for it. I think this guy could bring it. I think this guy has... I would love to see a crossover. I would love to see him in an Old Man Logan film, but it's never going to happen. He doesn't have that look to be, an apocalyptic type of world, but that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, but Mark Ruffalo, great actor. And it's interesting, too, that he believed in 9/11, how, some people have a right to believe what they want to believe. He believed that it wasn't investigated enough, that the buildings didn't, fall. He didn't, like a lot of people, me too, is like the buildings fell. It's a touchy subject, but how the buildings fell was definitely something that you wouldn't. It should have felt like that. Whatever your opinion is, I don't want to get political and stuff. Just he's a political man. He's thinking outside. He is thinking. He's thinking about pretty much conspiracies and stuff. Not necessarily saying it's true, just saying that he kind of did his research and everything. So that was interesting. A little bit that I read that he believed in that type of stuff. So this is a man who pretty much, that just tells you a lot about him, that he's not afraid to say what he wants to say. He says, even though people probably won't like what he has to say about that bit with 9/11 and everything, he's not afraid to say what he wants to say, and everybody has a right to their opinion. But I'm not going to get political. That's not what this channel is all about. Whatever you believe in, you believe in. Whatever I believe in, I believe in. So I just think it's just adds to his character, so to speak, of what he thinks happened in that moment in time. So I thought that was just very interesting. Other films. He was in Wind Talkers. I don't necessarily remember him in Wind Talkers. I do All the King's Men. I don't remember him in All the King's Men. Reservation Road. I don't remember him in Reservation Road, and I really enjoyed that film. I just can't remember him being in it. Shutter Island. Sadly, I did not watch that film yet. I was gonna go to the theater and watch it when it first got released, but ended up not going. The Brothers Bloom. Still haven't seen that film. Iron Man 3, of course, the little. Everybody was kind of pissed off at that. Come on, you're just going to have that? What? and that's in a couple TV appearances and stuff. But overall, he has a big just lineup since '92. He has a lot of films underneath his belt, and of course, he has one directed as well. Zodiac. We haven't talked about Zodiac. Zodiac, he did a great job. And Collateral, I don't remember him in Collateral either. In Date Night, don't remember in Date Night either. Mark Ruffalo is the type of person or actor and stuff where you just can't. He's there, but you just don't really notice him. I mean, unless he's like really one of the lead actors. But Zodiac, like I said, him and Robert Downey Jr. have great chemistry, but it was really him and Jake Gyllenhaal that had great chemistry. Zodiac, he was great as a detective, trying to find this guy, did everything he could to find the Zodiac killer, and just led nowhere, really. And he did have a hunch, he did have a hit, like that this guy might be the Zodiac killer. I thought he did a fantastic job, and that's why I kind of probably hesitated on the Foxcatcher being his best performance, because Zodiac, he was really good in Zodiac. So if you haven't checked out that film, it's a very, very long film. It's a very long film. I mean, I was like, holy shit, is this thing going to end? But great performance by him and a lot of these actors that we know today. So check it out. That's it on Mark Ruffalo, man. The Hulk. Mark Ruffalo, a.k.a. the Hulk. Hulk smash! Great actor. Great, interesting personal life. Interesting political view. I mean, very tragic background. He's been through a lot, man. And like I said, you don't have to be a character from a movie or whatever. We the people are characters in our own film. So I wish for him. I'll be interested to see if he goes more directing route as his career kind of not windows down, but as it. I don't think he wants to stay in acting all too long. I think he'd want to do that directing thing. But definitely a lot of fun having him as an Avenger. A lot of fun. Can't wait to see what happens in Age of Ultron, where his character goes, where he goes, and performance-wise, and all the other films that he's going to be coming out with. So, thank you guys for listening, and that is my spotlight on Mark Ruffalo. I just want to say Ruffles.